Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Chase Evans for the Sports Network, and we're back talking the hot and controversial topics around the league and the NFL. And first off, we got to start with what happened down in Miami the past week or so, and the controversial hazing and bullying topic down with Jonathan Martin, offensive lineman for the Miami Dolphins, and also fellow offensive lineman Richie Incognito, who has been suspended by the NFL indefinitely for harassing his teammate Jonathan Martin, who has left the team prior to this week, and of course for emotional reasons. He was apparently sent racial and controversial voicemails and text messages from Incognito. It's not yet been known if it was just more than Incognito, which could be another story in itself, but still a lot of stories surfacing out there, a lot of facts being thrown out. Did head coach Joe Philbin know about this? He denies that. Some coaches, apparently it's been reported, actually encouraged this to kind of toughen up Martin. Apparently wasn't quite at that level to be in the NFL as far as on the field, but so many things thrown out there. But should bullying be banned completely in the NFL is kind of the big topic this week, and the one we're going to tackle here. I think so. Of course, the NFL is setting the standard for so many leagues out there, from high school maybe to little league, high school, up to the collegiate level, and of course something has to be done. Of course, the NFL of old, a lot of this stuff has happened in the past as far as hazing and rookie initiation, freshman initiation in college, but so many laws in our society today has kind of put this emphasis on banning bullying, and it starts, of course, with the schools, and the NFL should be no exception. Of course, this is really surfaced with Incognito. He's kind of a very influential guy, intimidated guy in that locker room. You can see he's a big 320-some pound guy, and he really commands the room, if you will. Guys probably follow his lead, but something has to be done. And this is no excuse. He's even attacking the reporters, Adam Schefter and a couple of those guys that have been on this story from the first start of it. Incognito kind of throwing things at them, saying, bring it on. Something has to be done. And a guy like that does not belong in the league and representing one of our 32 franchises in the NFL. Another big one around the league this week is kind of what is happening to the NFL coaches out there, and is too much pressure placed on the NFL coach, the head coach, as it is today. Of course, you saw Texans head coach Gary Kubiak go down, collapsed right at halftime in the game against the Colts. Also, Broncos head coach John Fox had to have heart surgery on Tuesday after he went down Sunday in that Washington Redskins game, the game they ended up winning. But those coaches kind of on two sides of the spectrum. Broncos, of course, winning, and on the other side, the Texans have lost 6 straight. So pressure on both sides of that spectrum, if you will. For the Broncos to keep on winning, and for the Texans, they got to get back on track. But is too much pressure placed on these guys in general for the NFL today? I mean, you got to look at it out there. So much pressure placed each and every week on these guys. But can something be done? The assistants, could they step up and do something? I mean, these guys these are fit guys, and these guys have been in the business for quite some time. They're both in their 50s, but still, something has to be done maybe to lessen the load. And it might be a little ironic that both of these happened in the same week of the season this week, but still, I feel like the NFL can kind of re-look at this, and the teams in particular, and say, hey, well, we got to step back. We got to look at the health of these guys, maybe kind of disperse the roles and the responsibility to these head coaches and make it a little easier on them. Of course, the NFL and head coaching has always got to be a stressful job, but I still think something can be done to protect these guys at the top level. That's going to do it for this week's edition of the Sports Network and the hot topics around the league. Let me know what you think about this and more. Comment below, and we'll see you next time right here on the Sports Network. I'm Chase Evans. Have a great week, guys.